In the Rajya Sabha, nominated member Varthalu said that the government is working tirelessly to restore peace, rebuild confidence, and revive normal life in Manipur. He said the bill is a major step towards strengthening the taxation system in the state and improving revenue structure. Meanwhile, replying to the debate in the upper house, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that the bill will bring in ease of doing business and avoid unnecessary disputes in Manipur. She said businesses as well as enterprises will also be benefited from this legislation. The Finance Minister also said that this amendment will help establish a track and trace system, and once such a system is in place, it will be easier to prevent leaks. She also informed the House that the rules for generating vouchers at the time of supply of goods have been simplified. Responding to the opposition's concerns, Nirmala Sitharaman clarified that the rates of essential goods have been reduced from 12 to 5%, and only sin or demerit goods will be taxed at 40%.
We are bringing consistency in the process and discourage frivolous litigation, because people will just go rush in for some kind of a time buying or whatever. That frivolous litigations will be now discouraged. And lastly, sir, when goods are kept in a special economic zone or a free trade warehousing zone and are sold before being taken out of the zone itself, such transactions will now be treated as neither a supply of good or a supply of services, providing again the much needed clarity and avoiding unintended consequences. So even before, if it is removed from the SEZ or the special economic warehousing zone, if the sale happens, we'll treat it as non-sale, in the sense we'll treat it as neither a supply of goods or a supply of services, so there won't be any confusion. So these above amendments have been carried out in the Central GST Act, but again, as I said earlier, sir, it hadn't happened during the Manipur state GST because of ordinance which had to be brought in. Now we're converting that ordinance into a law. So there are one or two points of clarification which some members spoke about, which I'll very quickly finish. In fact, there were 13 of them who spoke, and some of them did raise some issues. So, Madam Sulata Dev mentioned that in the recent maximum GST rate is 28%. 28% actually has been abolished, sir. We don't have 28% anymore. So it has not been, it's not there anymore, it has been abolished. And items which were in 28% either moved to 18, or if they were sin goods, they moved to 40. So there is no more 28%. And when we say sin goods, we say demerit goods, such as tobacco products, have all gone to 40. So that is one thing, sir. Essentials, Madam Sulata, they've mentioned essentials like milk, food, toothpaste, handicrafts are subject to GST. The rates of essentials have been reduced from 12 to 5%, sir. In fact, handicrafts have come to 5%. In fact, milk has no GST at all. It's never had. And even now, except for that UHT, which has a specialized package, high temperature heating, and then it can be preserved without refrigeration. It used to come in a specialized pack that till you open it, it can remain without refrigeration. After that, if you open it, you'll have to keep it in the fridge. That used to have a rate of tax. Other than that, milk never had a tax. Even this has now come to zero. The UHT is also come down to zero. So I just want that clarification given. As always, members from Orissa, I can't see Sasmit Patra here, always refer to Kendu leaves or the Tendu leaves, in which BD or tobacco is put in and it is rolled. That leaf is called Tendu leaves. It's collected as a minor forest produce. Sir, I want to reassure the member, it's now come down to 5 and she's recognized that in her speech. But on Kendu leaves, sir, at least 4 GST councils have met and spoken on it. Elaborate discussions have happened. And if one state, Orissa, wants it, Telangana wouldn't want it. We've crossed all those stages and now we've brought it down to 5. Bring it down to 0. That's been, I'm sorry to say, sir, many requests come like that. By keeping an item in 0, where even some input credit can be accruing to you, will not accrue to you if you keep it at 0. So there is a benefit in keeping it at the lowest possible rate, which is 5%. If I move to 0, even the little refund that you get, you will not get. So there is a reason, madam, that we've kept it at 5. I want to inform the honorable member through you, sir. Then Sri Ayodhya Ramireddy ji spoke about inverted duty structure, sir. I'm happy to say as much work happened on rate rationalization, bringing rates down, making 4 rates into 2 only, not having 4. Equal amount of work went into correcting inverted duty structure. And I'm happy to say most of the items where inversion happened because the final product was sold at, let us say, 5%. The inputs were being bought at 12%, which is no more there, but 12%. The difference could not be retrieved, and as a result, there was an inversion. But for retrieving the difference, you had to give them refunds. That inversion problem has been largely addressed in the new generation GST, which has come into force. So I would like to inform Sri Ayodhya Ramireddy that inversion has been addressed. 99%, there can be still 1 or 2 which we'll address as and when it comes about, sir. As particular mention was made by the honorable member on hospitality. We have actually reduced the rate of tax on hotel rooms below 7,500 rupees per night to 5%. Earlier it was 12%. Rooms which are at the rate of 7,500 or lesser were earlier taxed at 12%. Now they have all come down to 5%, sir. This will, I'm sure, make travel easier. Tourism will have an attractive point there, and they will have reason to encourage tourists to take care of the rooms which are at that cost. So with these words, sir, I request the House to consider to pass this bill because it will help the state of Manipur. Thank you very much.
The question is that the Manipur goods and